Everybody, and today I'll be showing you what you should have in your car, shouldn't have in your car, what you should do with your car. A lot of tips to help you in life with your car. First things first, pop the hood. Oh, there we go. Now, first things first, very important that you should have one of these hood holder uppers working. Now, there's an arrow on my car to show you exactly where to put it, so that's that. Second thing you should always check is on your battery. You can get your battery tested. After 4 or 5 years, you always get it replaced. And here are the screws that you should always make sure are very tight, because if it's not, your battery will die. Make sure your fluid's always topped. See, you can tell over here how topped it is now. Mine's actually running all the way over there, but that's fine, that's still good. Next thing is your mirrors. I love having this little tiny mirror here. It really helps out with a blind spot. Obviously, on both sides. Now, just the physical outside of your car, you want to have some of these, just so that you could tell which car is yours. I used to have one right here. It's very easy to find your car when you do have a magnet on it that looks different than all other cars, or have some kind of visual difference from your car and other cars. All right, next, inside your actual car, dash cam, definitely helpful. I've used it many times. I ran the wire up through there and all the way down, so it comes down to over here. This is where it comes out to. And an easy pass holder. Now, the best place to put these in your car are where it won't block any of your vision, so it doesn't make a difference if it's there or not. See, when I'm driving, I can't even see those two things. That's the best place to keep. I used to have a clip up in here to hold up anything that I would need, like tickets or anything like that. It fell off, but you should get a clip, put it on here, very helpful. I have a Bluetooth piece right here. This is magnetic and it's rechargeable, and I can even use it when the car is off because it's battery. So you can just take it on and off, and you can't even tell it's there when it's up. So that's good. Compass in my car was broken, so I put a compass there. It doesn't work magnetic field, doesn't let it anyway. Car mount. Okay, so this is not the best car mount, but this is a great car mount. What you want to get is a micro suction. So they have a ton of suction, so this is sticky. And whenever I want to just put it on, it goes on real easy, and all I have to do is wash it off when I want to put it back on, and it's really great. But they do have the micro suctions that are one push. You can find a little bit better than this, so recommend that. This is the air freshener I use. Do not use the ones that go on your mirror. It will block your view. In the glove compartment, I carry a book just in case I ever get bored and really need to do something. I have a book to read. You have the instruction manual, and here's another instruction manual. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is. I keep spare paper, spare envelopes, spare cash. Here's cash. Not too much, because if you get robbed, you don't want to get robbed. So paper, envelopes, and basically my dash cam instructions, and just more paper. And here's a padded envelope in case I ever need to send something on the go. And it's very useful to have that in your insurance cards, obviously, and registration. So those are the things that you should have in here: insurance card, registration, money, anything like that. Now, what else I keep in the glove box is all of these fun stuff: rubber bands, velcros, twist ties, paper clips. I have a lint cleaner, and that's basically it. This actually came in very useful, and a safety pin, very useful. Here is tape. Now, I got the smallest tape. It broke once, but it works like this. It's pretty cool, very useful in a car. You want to have that. Here's a pocket knife with almost everything built in: flashlight, beer opener, knife, screwdriver, everything like that. A lighter. You never know when you need a lighter in the car, and then if you smoke, you definitely want a lighter in the car. Next thing, although don't put Zippo lighters in the car, they dry out. Here is tons of quarters. You never know when you're going to need quarters. I've used this tons of times already, so that's nice to have in a car. And here are some prayer books for me. Just keep everything nice and neat in here. There we go. So here I have 2 cup holders. I usually keep them empty, so that way I can keep things in them. Some things that I need to bring back to places. Here is a pepper spray. I like to keep it right here where I can always use it. My car doesn't have temperature, so I have to get this little temperature guy. Here's an aux. It's always good to have an aux right there in the car, and a mini cable for your phone. Now, I only had one outlet, so I had to get one of these Best Tech double outlet converters. So it turned one outlet into 2 outlets, a splitter. And one of the outlets I use for the dash cam, one of them is empty for my radar detector usually. And here is the charger that I use for my phone. Now, the reason I chose this one over any other one is because this one lights up when the car is on. As you can see right here, it's lit up. And the other one goes to, if you have Bluetooth installed in your car already, you don't need this, but I didn't have Bluetooth installed in my car, so I had an aux. So what I did is I connected the aux to a car Bluetooth piece. Now this Bluetooth piece is quite cool. It has a microphone in it, forward, backwards, pause and play. You just press this button and it's magnetic, goes right there. And it works really well, and it needs power also. Problem is, it would make a ground noise, so I have a ground loop isolator right here, and it isolates all the noise, which is really nice. Now another thing you must have in your car, now I overdid it a little bit, but pens and little sticky notes. I had paper, but it was getting all crumpled up, so sticky notes are the best, or a little notepad, like a tiny one that won't get all ripped up. So it's very good to have pens in your car. I've used it many times. Next we are down here. So this is a 3-in-1. This can break windows. You can use it in the corner of the window. That will help the most. A seatbelt cutter. Actually, this is an airbag deflator. Very useful. And a seatbelt cutter is right here. And it's meant to be hung up, although I never managed to hang it up properly. See the Velcros. Okay, this is my coupon wallet and my cards and everything. Like all the, my Six Flags cards and my coupons. I keep it all in here. It's a great move. And I have not one, but two. Actually, just one. One hand sanitizer and one Listerine, which is almost done. So I should really fill it up. And I have in here, well, we'll start with the rest of the things in here. I have a CD, just in case, and I have deodorant. I also have a stick deodorant in the back, but this is the spray one that I keep up here. This is my electronics pouch. Okay, so I have everything in here. I have a long phone charger. I have some backup cologne in case it ever runs out. I have backup headphones in case I ever need headphones. Backup flash drive, just 2 gig. Here's an FM Bluetooth transmitter. Here's another charger, iPhone charger, other type of charger, 5-pin is called. Wall charger, you definitely want a wall charger. Mobile hotspot, backup car charger. We have an OTG right here on the go. You can plug this into your phone and plug it into a flash drive or anything that's USB. Here is a pin. So basically, and an extra SIM card for me, but the pin ejector in case you'd ever need that. A small cable for your phone. And here I have a splitter. I have another 5-pin, and I have an extension. Okay, so these are all things that will be very useful to just have in your car. Here's another aux in case you ever need another aux. I have already one in the car. And here is an SD card adapter. So all these fun stuff. Obviously I went a little bit overboard, but it's nice to have some of these stuff in your car if you feel that you ever would need it, especially a regular wall charger. And way down here I have a random little compartment. I keep good headphones in here in a case, and I have my Bluetooth. Alright, my Bluetooth, and I used to keep Bluetooth headphones until I didn't like them anymore, so I threw them out. And here I have some gum, alright, in this little compartment right here. I have some Listerine Tabs, and basically just tons of little candies. So these are really good when you're traveling and you're afraid that you might fall asleep. It's really good to have these in right here, so that way you can use them even if you're driving by yourself. You would easily pick them up and get them. These things fall out real easy if your car hits something or anything like that, short stop, so be careful about that. And also I did get mats for my car. I believe rubber mats are the best. They're the easiest to clean, so yeah, rubber mats the way to go. Now another good thing to have in your car is a very strong flashlight. And this is just to help people get up when they're getting up. This is unnecessary. And a vest in case you ever have any problems. You always have a vest. You can, be seen at night. And garbage for your car. This is pretty important for me. So I had tiny garbage, and I keep it with a rubber band attached to here. You'd have to figure out whatever works for you. I used to use an Amazon box that I taped up, like, make it into a square. But, I got a little bit higher quality over here. So I keep this inside there. What this is, okay, first off, it's a power bank. Alright, it's really nice. That's a power bank. You can charge your phone with it. That's like the cool thing that it has. But what it really is a jump starter, and it's how much power it has. Oh, we have 4 bars. And you plug in, see these little jump starter cables into here, and then you can jump start your car in case of emergency. So this is always good to have in your car. And it also charges with the wall and the car if you would like. So that's nice. Now under here I also have the Tech Pure Sine Wave Inverter. Basically, you can plug in outlets, regular outlets into your, from your car. So that's really nice. Basically plugs into your car, and you can plug in any outlet up to 500 watts, 300 watts actually. Sorry, 300 watts. So that's nice. And it's always good to have one of these. You get a cheaper version. This one costs 35 bucks. You get a cheap version. I think it's very worth it. You can plug in your laptop. You can plug in things like that. Just make sure it's not more than 300 watts, or else you're gonna burn out something or other. Under here, something nice that I like to. It is my radar detector. It's up in here, and I also keep radar detector, and I also keep a mini. Now this is very good to have. It's a lighter and a flashlight. And see, if you go all the way up here, it's a flashlight. You go to the middle, it's the power bank. And if you go over here, you can get the lighter to come out, and it'll turn red eventually when it gets hot enough. And it's an electric lighter, so it's pretty cool. But there it is. And off. So this is good for like if you just don't want to bring out your big power banks, or you forgot it at home or something. Now, one of the most useful things in my car ever is this umbrella. Now, this umbrella is great. It's tiny. It gets pretty big, and I love the fact that it has a little cover. So that way, if you want to, cover it up, even when it's completely wet, it'll be wet inside and it'll get moldy. So you should dry it out afterwards. But until then, like when you want to just, walk around with it, and I love this grip and this little thing over here. It's really nice. Fits nice, slides right in there. Always get a small one like that. Okay, back here. Here is my, it's a snow, it's an ice scraper on this side. All right. It has all these fun grips, one on this side, one on that side. This is really cool because it gets very long, and it has this clicking mechanism. So this one is like the best one that I was able to find, because I really liked the fact that it was like not junky. You could even swivel it like this. It swivels. If you press this button, you can swivel. See? I don't know why you'd want it to, but okay. This is the reason why I wasn't able to find a good one for a while. This is basically like a squeegee on one side, and the other side a brush. So this is something that I was really looking for, and I found it. So I'm very happy to have this guy. Works really well. Great for all cars. Now back here, a sweater and a jacket, and I keep this on top of it to make sure it doesn't fly around. But this is something that most people don't have or ever heard of. What it is you put it on the front of your car, on your windshield outside, and it has little magnets in it. And if it snows, you can just, pull this off, and all the snow will come with it. So that's pretty awesome. So if you know it's going to snow, or it's going to hail or sleet, or let's say you wake up really early in the mornings, you can just put this on and you won't have any problems. 1, 2, 3. You can put that on and you're good to go. No problems. It will take care of all the snow. Now right here, okay, so this is fun. I got this at Turkish Airlines. Never used most of the stuff in here, but it's really useful. You have earplugs, you have toothpaste, toothbrush, socks, Vaseline. So this is nice to have all these fun stuff in this little pouch. Here is a refreshing towelette and a eye mask. Okay. And here is a knife. It's a switchblade. Semi-automatic, like the type where you have to, it's called spring assisted, that's what it's called. Okay, here I have a stapler. Okay, I don't know why I have a stapler in here, but why not? Batteries, and these batteries are for this. This is actually pretty cool. It would be a lot cooler if it wasn't half broken, but it's basically a lamp. So, I could always put it together if I ever need to. A lamp and a flashlight. So 2 in 1. And you put in the batteries. I think it even already has the batteries in it. The batteries go somewhere up here. I don't know exactly where. I have to figure that one out. But basically, it's pretty cool. You have a lamp in the car. You never know when you need it. Here is a towel, like a microfiber, interesting towel. Some more earplugs, like good ones, not the cheap ones. And we have paper towels. So that's nice. Always never say no to paper towels. You never know when you're going to need them. On this side, I have a solution for contacts. I have my deodorant stick, like I told you. So I have a deodorant stick. here is allergy medicine, all these types of medicines, Advil, my inhaler, Band-Aids, Loratadine, everything fun, and contacts. I keep my contacts in here as well. Here is a glass, extra pair of glasses and contacts in here also. Why not? Put extra contacts everywhere. Here are floss picks and Q-tips. And in here is, okay, this is good for like snow. You can put your hand in it. It's kind of like a glove. And this is a window breaker. So you can shatter a window with this too. So I have one of those already, but you know, I have two. Okay, now in the back. Now we're looking at the back. So you have your jack, your this helps you a lot with bringing up the jack. I mean, you need it for the jack. And this is to take off the lug nuts. And this is the actual jack. And under it, you have your wheel. Now, these are things you need to have. Like if you don't have them, you're gonna get kind of screwed. Make sure your wheel has the amount of tire pressure it should have. Now in here, I have extra light bulbs for my light. Very nice. Rain X, this is really great water repellent for your windshield. If it's really raining hard, you would want this around. I have spare fuses. Like if you just blow a fuse halfway down the road and you need to get a certain type of fuse, you have it right in your car. Here is, it's kind of the same thing as Fix-A-Flat, except it's tire sealant. You put it in, it can last for like 3 days. And obviously Fix-A-Flat, you never know when you're gonna need to Fix-A-Flat. So, you know, just keep it around. You never know. You never know. All right. Then I have a bunch of maps. This is great. Maps, just in case you ever get lost or stuck. You want to have this. Trust me. I don't know what this is from. I'll just leave it in there. And I also had extra lights for my mirror. My interior lights. Maybe it's somewhere in here. I don't know exactly where it is. Anyway, this is what you want to have down here under the board. Now I have my gym stuff in here, which includes shoes. Okay, I got my shoes, I got my socks, bathing suit, Under Armour spandex that I wear under my shorts, and then my shorts, and a shirt, and another shirt, and this is the gym schedules that got kind of crumpled. I have a cap in case I want to wear a cap. Here's my Bluetooth headphones that I use. And here is a armband that I use with my smartphone. And here's my gym membership card. So my gym membership card is good to have. And I put it all in this little bag. I also used to keep a combination lock in there. It was really helpful when I went to the gym, but I lost that. Alright, here's a bunch of awesome stuff that I just keep in my car all the time. Here's a pair of boxers and an undershirt. Alright, my Crocs. Never know when you'll need Crocs. I know it's kind of like an old thing, but they come in handy more than you think. And I don't want to ruin everything over here, but I have a sweater, I have a shirt, I have another shirt, I have a towel. A towel will probably come in very handy at some point in my life. And I have soap and shampoo, believe it or not. So a tie and another towel. And that is basically it in here. Close that up, put it towards the back of the car. Okay, I didn't get a chance to do this side on the front right. Tissues, very crucial. Water. Not necessarily drinking water, because if it sits in the sun, it is, you know, it's not good for you. Bags, you want to keep bags. Here are wipes in a bag, and here are Ziploc bags. Okay, this is very important to have. I've used these all the time. But these are not things I really necessarily need right on hand. I like to keep a few tissues by my driving seat, you know, just because. All right, so I have this double bag right here, and I fill it up with paper towels. Just a lot of paper towels. And here I have straws and a cups and a selfie stick and a bag. And here I have some snacks, okay? Keep some snacks in here. And I have more bags and just tons of bags and a water bottle just in case. You know, if you use it, you know, it's a good idea to have these type of things in your car too. I'd also recommend forks, knives, maybe even plates. And I just shove it all the way back there because I don't use this very often. So I'll put it all the way back there behind the box. And here's my next box of, these are just, you know, keep your own personal things that you use frequently. I keep things in there that I use frequently, or things that I'm trying to sell, things that I'm going to give to, or have to return, or things like that. I just keep it back there. And that way, I'll always have them when I need them. And this is my folder and my jumper cables. I keep them in this bag. They're very high quality. You don't need that high quality, just regular ones will do. Now I keep a hammer in here, sledgehammer, because I am part of an organization that like helps me out, and I always need it for getting tires off cars. Okay, so this is my bag of equipment. Here I have a few cards, picking cards, and more picking cards. I have twine in here, you know, string, always used to have that. My pick set, my pick gun, have a screwdriver set with you all the time. It's a very cheap one, but it works. Pliers, gotta have pliers with you. Always good to have pliers. Here is bolt penetration, so if bolts don't come off. Here is my break into cars set. If people get locked out of their cars. And also 2 more pliers. They're useful to have. Here is rope. You always want to have rope in your car. WD-40, rope, more rope, and this is a I think it's called a bungee or something. Car to car, 12 volt to 12 volt. You don't really need that. A lot of this stuff you won't really need. Another crowbar, and you know, fun stuff like that. This is very useful for getting into houses. You know, my organization helps people to get stuck. So there we go. One thing I will tell you to keep in your car is a ratchet wrap strap. This is basically really helpful when you want to put things on top of your car. It can really help you out. Now, some other fun things I have in here. So this is pump. Now I don't have my air compressor here. I forgot it. Someone's borrowing it. So, but here is the pieces for it. And this is very useful. These are extra tire caps. Always useful to have extra tire caps with you. You never know when you're going to need them. And I keep some cash in here for my organization. This is part of the set that I use to get into people's cars. It's a big set. These 2 pieces. This is called a breaker bar, because it breaks the lug nut, like as in it breaks the first lug nut thing. This is my jack that I use, and this is my fancy jump starter. I keep it in the box still. I just got it, and it works really well. And you would want, I also keep, this is my drill set. You have the Detector. This is the drill set that I have, really amazing, to take off lug nuts. And these are special bits that are used when the lug nuts don't want to come off. And these, you don't need these in your car at all. Here is synthetic gas and a gas can and a funnel. You will need that if you plan on ever, you know, filling up someone's car with gas. These are things that you need. Here is my tire repair kit. If you ever need to repair your tire, I have it on hand. And my, basically a gauge meter. And lights to put on top of my car if I ever, you know, get stuck on the side of the highway and want to warn people to be careful. And everything fits so nicely in my car, just like this. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. And here I keep my sets and my lights and my jumper cables. And thank you for watching. And this is basically what you could or should or have to keep in your car. Most of the things in the back you don't need to, but I would say the things in the front, very, very good idea too.